Hello friends, welcome back once again to my video tutorial. This is Lipsa again with you. So guys, today we'll learn how we can use a Maven project as a dependency in another Maven project. So let's say, if you see this diagram, so let's say I have a Maven project 1 and I have another project 2. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to create a jar file of this project 1 by using the command mvn install. Then I'll use that jar as a dependency in project 2 here. So I'll demonstrate these things in my today's video programmatically. So for this, let me go to my IntelliJ IDEA and we'll see how we can create the project 1 and project 2, and we'll create a jar file of this project 1 and how we can use that jar file in the form.xml of project 2. Okay, so without any delay, let's go to my IntelliJ IDEA. So let me open my IntelliJ IDEA. So this is my IntelliJ IDEA. I'll create a new project, that is project 1. Okay, so let me click here in the new project. So let me quickly create a project. So let me give the project name like common util. So all the common classes or business logic will be there in this common util project. Okay, let's say in your real world application you have certain classes or certain business logic which is common across other projects. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll just simply create a project and we'll add all the common classes or common business logic which is not often changed. Okay, and we'll use that project as a jar file in other projects. Okay, so that's what we'll learn today. So this is my common util and the location is this Spring Boot. In this location my project will be stored. You can change the location. Then I have the language Java, then build system Maven. I have chosen the JDK 17. Then in the advanced setting, I have the group ID com.eg2xl and the artifact is same as the project name common util. So let me quickly click here to create my first project, that is project 1. So you can see form.xml is generated as it is a Maven project. So I have the group ID like com.eg2xl. This is my artifact common util and the version is 1.0 snapshot. Clear? So the build is going on. You can see build is going on. It will take some time. So wait for that. Once the build is complete, we'll move further. So our build is completed. Now let's expand this SRC project. In the main, I have the Java. Let me quickly create a package inside this. So I'll create a package like com.eg2xl. So this is my package. Inside this main package, I'll create two packages. One is for model. So I want to keep the model classes inside this project, and I would like to add another package, that is exception. Okay, so exception classes and model classes I want to store inside this common util project. Okay, so for this, let me add one dependencies in my form.xml, that is Lombok, project Lombok. So let me quickly add the dependencies. So inside dependencies, I'll add the project Lombok dependency. Okay. Okay, so this is my project Lombok. Let me reload this Maven so that it will download this Lombok dependencies. Scanning is going on. Let it complete. Okay, so dependencies is added successfully to our local repository. Okay, so let me quickly close this form.xml and I'll add a model class, new class. I'll add contact. Okay, so let me add contact. So I'll add some properties to this contact. Let's say private log ID, then private string name, private string name, and private string email. Okay, so let me add these three properties and I'll add the data annotation for the getter and setters. Then I'll add nowhere constructor and all are constructor. Clear? So this is my model class. Okay, so I have a simple contact model class which contains this ID, name and email, and I annotate this one as data to generate the getter and setter and posting methods, then nowhere constructor and all are constructor. So my contact model class is ready. So now in the exception, I'll create a exception class as well. Let me quickly create that one, resource not found exception. So these two classes I'll use in that another project. Okay, resource not found exception. So this is my resource not found exception that will extend to what? Runtime exception. So okay, so now we'll create a constructor resource not found exception which will accept a message, then super message. So this is a simple exception class. Okay, so that is our common util class. So we have only a model class that is contact and one resource not found exception class, which is the exception class. So now our common util project is ready. So what else if I go to the image again? So we have another project that is project 2. Okay, so first we'll create this project 2. Then we'll see how we can create the jar file of the project 1 and add it as a dependency in the form.xml of project 2. So let me again go to my IntelliJ IDEA. Let me quickly create another project. Okay, new project. So this time I'll create a Spring Starter project. Okay, so let me click here Spring Initializer. So let me give the project name like Contact Service. Okay, this is my Contact Service. This is the location is also this Spring Boot. This is a Java project and the type is also a Maven project. Okay, so then my packaging is like from dot EC2 Excel, same packaging. Then artifact name which is same as the project name, that is Contact Service. Okay, packaging is like this com.EC2 Excel Contact Service and JDK version is 17. Clear so far? Packaging is there. Then I'll click here next. Then as it is a Spring project, I need to add some dependency related to Spring, isn't it? So I'll add Spring Web first. Spring Web. So I need this dependency. I don't want to connect this project to any database. So simple, I just add this dependency Spring Web. So I choose this one. So dependency added. Let me quickly click here to create my second project. So it will ask you where you would like to open this project. So this window or new window. So I'll create this project in a new window as this window contains already my first project that is common util. Okay. So I'll click here to open it in a new window. So let this project also build successfully. Let me load Maven. Let me close this help. Let's wait. The build is going on. Okay. So the build is successful now. Let me expand this src folder main Java. Inside this I have this package com.exl contact service and I have the contact service application. Inside this I have this main method. Okay. So now what I'll do, I'll just create a controller package inside this new package controller. Yeah, this is my controller. So I'll create a class that is contact controller. Contact controller. So inside this contact controller, I'll create two endpoints. One is to get all the contacts. Other one is to get contact by contact ID. Okay. But that contact object is present inside my common util application or common util project. So how we can use that contact class inside this contact service project? So how we can do that? We'll add that project as a dependency in our form.xml of contact service. Then we can avail that contact class inside this contact service. Okay. So don't think much. I'll show you how we can do that. So this is my contact controller. Okay. So what I'll do, let me annotate this class as @REST controller. @REST controller. Clear? So now I'll create two mapping here @get mapping. Okay, @get mapping. Inside this I'll provide /contacts. Here one is /contacts. So I'll create a method public list of contact which will return me list of contact get contacts. Okay, get contacts. This is my first endpoint. Then I create another get mapping which will return me contact by ID. So let me give the endpoints like contacts by ID. Let me quickly create a method public contact get contact by ID. Here, so I provide a path variable here, that is long ID. Okay, so if you mark here, this contact class is not visible because this contact class is not present inside this contact service. So contact class we have created inside this common util. So we need to add this contact class from this project. So how we can do that? We'll create a jar file. If you remember this image, we'll create a jar file of this common util and add this as a jar file in the pom.xml of contact service. Okay, so let me go to that common util. So this is my common util which contains two class. One is the model class contact, other is resource not found exception class. So let me quickly click here in the right side of Maven and I'll do Maven clean and Maven install to create a jar file. So Maven clean. Okay, so build is successful. Let me click here to Maven install so that it will create a jar file. Okay, so build is successful. Where this jar file is stored? This jar file will stored in your local M2 repository where other jar file is stored. Whenever you import a Maven project and build it, all the dependencies will store in your local M2 repository. So this project is also stored in your local M2 repository. If you see the path here, C users lipsa.m2 repository. This is your project group. Com EG2Excel. This is the project and dependency. So let me go to my local M2 repository to show you whether the jar file is created or not. So let me go to my C directory, then users, inside lipsa we have the .m2 folder. Okay, .m2, then repository, then we have com, here you can see com, then we have the EG2Excel. So inside this EG2Excel you can see common util is there. So if I expand this, 1.0 snapshot version is present for this project. Now what we'll do? We'll add this jar file in the pom.xml contact service so that this contact class will be resolved automatically. We'll see whether this contact class is resolved or not. Okay. So let me go to my pom.xml now. I'll add this jar file in my pom.xml as a dependency. So how will add the dependency? So we'll add the dependency in the dependency tag. Okay, dependency. Then when we add, it will ask you for the group ID and the artifact ID. So group ID we have given what? com.eg2excel, isn't it? com.eg2excel. This is our group ID for common util. Let me go to my common util so that you can understand what is the group ID we have provided. See, this is the group ID com.eg2excel and artifact is common util. So let me just copy here, go to the project group. This is my artifact common util. Okay, and what is the version? What is the version over there? 1.0 snapshot. This is the version. Okay, 1.0 snapshot. Okay, so we have added this project 1, that is common util, as a dependency in our project 2, that is contact service pom.xml. Clear? So let me save this one. Okay, let me go to the contact controller again. So what I'll do, let me reload this Maven. Maven dependencies are resolving as we have added a new dependency in our pom.xml. Okay, so it is done. Now if I hover in the contact, you can see so com.eg2excel model. It is present inside this one. Okay, so let me import this one. See here, now contact class is resolved as we have added the required dependency. Then let me import the list class as well. So list is Java util class. Okay, now contact class is resolved. Now what I'll do, I'll just simply create a list of contact or dummy contact list and return this inside this endpoints. Okay. Okay, so let me quickly create a contact list. So see, this is the contact list, get contact list. So I have this dummy contact list. Okay, let me import this arrays as well. Okay, so now from this method I will return this contact list. So return get contact list. This will return me all the contact list, this contact list. Okay, so now the second method is contact by ID. Okay, so let me quickly do this one also. So first I'll call this list of contact, then I'll get a particular contact by ID. Clear? Contact, contacts, let's say contacts, then get contact list. Okay, then what I'll do, I'll just simply stream this contacts.stream. Okay, dot filter. I'll use filter. So what I'll filter? I'll put a condition here. ID dot equals, if this ID, whatever ID we are present here, if this ID equal to this contact dot get ID, contact dot get ID, then find first. Okay, then find first, or else if not equals, then what is present? Or else, just mark here, or else return a exception, that is new resource not found exception. So that resource not found exception present where? That is also present in our project 1, that is common use. So resource not found exception, that com.ag2excel exception. Okay, so let's take this one, contact not found, then that ID, write that ID. Clear so far? Then we'll return this one. Clear so far? So this contact class and this resource not found exception is present inside our first project, which we add as a dependency in our second project, contact service. Got it? If I go to the contact, you can see, let me go to this contact. So see, here you can see, this is the decompile.class file. This is the decompile.class file. Okay, if you want to edit this one, you can't edit because it is read only. This is the .class file, not .java file. Okay, that's why you can't edit this one. Clear? This is only read only. Okay, similarly, if you go to the resource not found exception as well, this is also read only. This is the decompile.class file. Clear? How we can create a jar file of a Maven project and add it as a dependency in another Maven project. Okay, so this is a simple example. So when you create a jar file, if you mark, it is stored in our local repository of .m2, isn't it? Local repository of .m2. But in real world application, what happens? The continuous integration infrastructure would build, package and increase the version. Let's say the version now is 1.0 snapshot. So tomorrow there is some addition changes will be there in the common util. Okay, then this version will be bump up 1.0 to 1.1. So that will change and push this artifact to your company's artifact repository. Let's say in your company you are using the Nexus repository to push all your artifacts, isn't it? So whenever you do a jar file creation, that jar file or that artifact will store in your what? Company's artifact repository. So now I just build it in locally so that this jar file is stored in my local M2 repository. Clear? So that's how you can create a jar file of a project and add it as a dependency in another project. Clear? So let me quickly run this application so that we can check these endpoints are working fine or not. Okay, so my application is up and running on port 8080, which is the default port. If you want, you can change the port as well. The application properties file, you can just add server.port, whatever port you want to change, you can do that. So I just want to run it in the default port, that is 8080. So let me go to my Postman and read these two endpoints. So let me just quickly do 8080/contacts. Okay, you can see the contact list here in the response. So let me hit the second endpoint, that is contact by ID. So let me give the 100. So I'll get the contact by ID 100. Okay, if I do 101, then I'll get the second contact. So if I'll do 103, then it will show me what? Error. 103, we don't have any contact. So it will show me internal server error. So if I go to my console, here you can see resource not found exception is present here, contact not found 103. So we have written this one, we have thrown this exception, isn't it? If the contact is not found, then we will throw this resource not found exception. That's why it's showing here. Clear? So I hope you understand how we can create a jar file of the project 1 and add it as a dependency in the project 2. Okay. So guys, just remember, this is a suggestion. Adding one of your project as a dependency in another project is not a good design practice if that dependency changes frequently. Okay, what does that mean? So let's say, let me go to my common utility. So let's say tomorrow another business requirement comes to store the phone number of a contact. So you need to add another field here, isn't it? You need to add the phone number here. Then again you need to create a jar file of this common util, bump up the version here, and that version you need to add here in the form.xml of contact service. So it is not a good practice. If you are frequently changing a project, then adding that project as a dependency in other project is not a good design practice. Okay, just remember that point. So I hope you understand how you can create a jar file and use it in another project. So that's it for today's video, guys. Please do like, share and subscribe my channel for new videos like this. See you in my next video. Till then, thanks for watching. Thank you.